King King 9088. Nora King King 9088.
Hilma Cooker says, could you go live with the family?
I want to see if they say C notes for 20. C notes, right.
Disconnected from YouTube. Connected to YouTube livestream xegg_d_flat44di. Connected to YouTube livestream xegg_d_flat44di. Gamerage_zone says C to see me suck the love for the C notes. Michelle 210 says hello from Kick.
Hello.
Good. Show me that Burger King on 6 and 35. Switches 28 is going to be Tom Young Zebra 0996.
And according to Jennifer 8689 says hi everybody.
Hi. Hey Jen, how are you?
You can swing by those.
Look at the,
Gamerage_zone says cops at BK. I guess they did not have it their way.
there you go. Yeah, that's an Alvin. Give me a minute, I'll get the big scanner on. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out where they make their most revenue that we can shut them down at.
Elvismar23 says, are we include?
Yes.
Joanne 8775 says, good evening John, Pam, and Trunkies.
Good evening
Hope
to you.
everyone is doing well.
I'm doing wonderful.
Angie416 says, hello John, Pammy, and Trunkies. At Dino Vittorio 9249 says, hi John. It's nice to see you tonight.
Good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Edward John William 8105, Edward John William 8105. Please get them less than 9 mil.
Z0er says they said her name OMG, how do they know John?
A few people know me.
Gamerage_zone says, wow, your name is John, I did not know JK. Z0er says, are we following Lake Jackson?
I'm gonna hang out in Clute because this is C-note shift. They hide from me, so it's not easy to find them. You're saying, why don't you just go to another town? Because this is an entire
Z0er says oh.
this is an entire shift full of bad cops. So
At anti_M says hey Mr. Scan.
hi.
1253.
At Dino Vittorio 9249 says hi Jennifer. At Dino Vittorio 9249 says hi Alicia. At Rise Dash and Dash Moonshine says hi.
Hi.
Entire shift of bad cops, that's not good.
Yeah.
What are they doing, if you don't me asking?
Well, they just shake people down, walking down the street.
Tom Robert Frank 2940. Tom Robert Frank 2940.
Can't stand.
Z0er says what that short one he is a very angry one, the one that tired spilling alcohol on you.
Yeah.
Current
Try
promoter
to.
says ain't see you around in a minute, hope you good, have a great night.
I'm good, Curran. How are
And
you?
according to Jennifer 8689 says I invited Tom Zebra again tonight so he may pop in.
All right.
At Dino Vittorio 9249 says good evening everyone. Current promoter says take care.
You too, Curran. Thanks for coming by.
At Rise Dash and Dash Moonshine says holy smokes. That's terrible, glad you are bringing attention to it.
Yeah. One time they tried to pour beer on me. They've ran into me. They wrecked my car. Of course, it wasn't on purpose. You know that. Yeah, they literally took their police cruiser and tried to run into me. And then I was parked and they tried to say it was my fault.
Z0er says OFC not.
Let's see. We'll take the revenue away from him on 288B here.
Z0er says the guy that hit came out the car with a big smile IDK. Michelle 210 says John, it was your fault you aren't a cop. Gamerage_zone says let pick John for running in a non-running car. Okay, now let me know how that works next time.
Yeah.
2915 Oyster Creek Bend in Oyster Creek. First call, first count. We're out at 2134.
Joanne 8775 says I was watching the live that day when he ran straight into you and shook up his trunkies. And Nanigoto says howdy John and trunkies.
Howdy.
At Rise Dash and Dash Moonshine says yeah right, just crappy. I worked for the state I live in doing EA. We arrested quite a few for so many things. What happened to Oath?
Right.
Just sad.
Yep. All right, so we are gonna hang out over here for a second. I don't like this spot. Let's go back to our original spot by Roadhouse. How I can watch 4 streets at once. And what we do is we just come here and they won't make a single traffic stop on any road that I'm on. Just to avoid me. So what we do, we just shut random blocks down in town. Make it safer for the people. A shout out to Clute PD watching the live. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys.
Z0er says Sylvia might own this too.
I hope not. Yeah, like solicit trespass. I forgot about that. All the stuff they've done. This shift has done to me, man. You guys want to? Do you guys want to stay in the car or get out with the tripod?
5415.
Which would you guys rather do?
Go ahead. Shows unit en route.
Z0er says Sylvia at that apartment.
Yeah. Sylvia was at the... Sylvia's not a fan. Oh shoot, we gotta get some gas.
Gamerage_zone says she is a suck hard to for the cops. Law might be a sucker for them. Joanne 8775 says let us out.
Let us out.
And according to Jennifer 8689 says tripod. Big Dave BCTX says as long as there's moonwalking involved.
Alright, let's do it. Let me park in a good spot.
The 13, be advised, my caller's gonna have that, is trying to keep that patient awake at this time.
Texas Street says depends on how bad the mosquitoes are.
Ah, that's a good point. Hopefully they're not going to be
And
bad.
Nanny Goto says, hey piggy, stop eating at the slop trough and come and play with us.
All right, let's start this block down. This gives us 4 streets. We can watch it one time. Yeah,
Melanie Syop 1784 says, I bet you if someone was speeding on high speed they would pull them over.
They pretty much are gonna, they'll just stalk me. They'll come by and stalk me, but they won't pull anybody over in my area.
1911, show me 20.
They haven't yet. How many months we've been doing this and not one time have they made a stop where we're at? Give me a second. All right, guys, we're gonna shut this block down. We got this street.
And
This
Nanny Goto says we're playing with the Keystone Clue cops, Jennifer.
Yeah,
It's
so-
gonna be a fun night.
So this is my block. That's my block. That's my block. And that's my block. That now belongs to me.
Wicked Clowns 83 says, hey John, how's your night so far?
So far, so good. How's yours?
Country Boy 23123 says time to shut the block down.
That's what we're doing.
Wicked Clowns 83 says I'm doing good. Kinkasper says I can hear the crickets.
729.
Lost connection to Kick. Lost connection to Twitch. Could not reconnect to Twitch. Retrying. Could not reconnect to Twitch. Retrying. Could not reconnect to Twitch. Retrying. Connected to Kick. Join Twitch channel. BC Scanner.
Look down that way. You guys hear the crickets? We got a concert going on behind me too.
Curlin Promoter says I am always here. Keep up the great stream.
Thank you.
Country Boy 23,123 says always film 50.
Guys, we do have the scanner.
Lost
We are
connection
listening.
to Kick. Lost connection to Twitch. Join Twitch channel. BC Scanner. Connected to Kick.
Why is it doing that? Let me try to turn off Wi-Fi. Maybe that'll make it better.
Lost connection to Twitch. Lost connection to Kick. Could not reconnect to Twitch. Retrying. Could not reconnect to Twitch. Retrying. Connected to Kick. Join Twitch channel. BC Scanner.
All right, let's see if that's any better.
Attention Freeport EMS, attention Freeport EMS. You're getting en route for a 40-year-old male having mental health issues. You're going to be at 1118 West 5th Street, 1118 West 5th Street.
Look at all the revenue they're gonna be.
Second call for you.
Look at all the revenue they're gonna be missing out on, guys. All these people just traveling. Probably got some tail lights out. Maybe have a front headlight out. But they're just gonna be driving freely because they won't make a single stop where I'm standing because they're bitches.
Texas Man the Legend says God bless the homeless veterans. Oops. Wrong channel.
Yeah, they won't make a single stop here, guys. And these guys are the type.
Rise Dash and Dash Moonshine says how cold is it there?
It's 74 degrees. It's not cold at all. I'm wearing shorts. You know, I wouldn't put it past this shift to be like, oh, I'll show him. I'll pull every car over. They haven't done that yet.
Says the perfect temp and humidity.
Yes, you guys noticed that you can actually see out of the windshield, no humidity tonight. So.
And Rise Dash and Dash Moonshine says, oh snap, that's nice weather.
They're on their way.
Yeah, but if you're from the area, you know that this area is highly patrolled by cops.
And Nanny Gogo says they are super strict.
So we play this little cat and mouse game with this shift.
Kinkasper says Saturday is supposed to be a washout.
I saw that. 100% chance of rain. And then a cold front behind it. That's no fun at all.
Wicked Clowns 83 says I wish it was 70 out, it's 39 out by me law.
Nope, that's too cold. That's why I stay down here. That's why I stay down here. Domino's man just living his best life.
Stream Elements says laid off janitor just subscribed for 8 months in a row.
Laid off
And
janitor,
Rise
thanks
Dash
so
and
much.
Dash Moonshine says it's 48 here.
48? No, that's too cold.
Claston72 says, "Hi John, how are you doing tonight, sir?"
Wonderful. How are you,
It's
Claston?
53 here right now. Texas Man the Legend says, "Cheer 100."
Thank you so
that
much.
pretty thing working the corner. Scream Element says, "Texas Man the Legend just cheered 100 bits."
Thank you for the 100
Country Boy
bits.
23,123 says, "Shadow John ain't following you." Stream Element says, "On air underscore to just subscribe."
Thank you.
Stream Element says, "Bumbleclot underscore 21 just subscribe."
Thank you so much.
Stream Element says, "Marcus underscore Fields HG just subscribe." Stream Element says, "Demb underscore just subscribe." Stream Element says, "James D Gaming just subscribe."
Thank you.
Stream Element says, "Fred underscore Flintstone underscore
Fred
TV
Flintstone?
just subscribe."
Wait, now,
Stream Element says, "MXLit MXN 102 just subscribed." Stream Element says, "Jaden Davis 08 just subscribed." Stream Element says, "Reaper King 828 just subscribed." Stream Element says, "Mojiidu 5 just
Thank you.
subscribed." Stream Element says, "Kakem 1981 just subscribed." Stream Element says, "Alishady just subscribed." Stream Element says, "Two Girls 1J Bird just subscribed."
what?
Stream Element says, "Budlighter 1 just subscribed."
That's a lot of
Stream
subscriptions.
Element
Thank
says,
you.
"Whiskey underscore Dingo 21 just subscribed." Stream Element says, "Techboard 0 meters just subscribed." Stream Element says, "Brian Seishu just subscribed." Stream Element
Wow.
says, "DD underscore Battle just subscribed." Stream Element says, "Dionysus underscore Greek underscore God just subscribed." Stream Element says, "MLOARO3 just subscribed." Stream Element says, "Rusty Java just subscribed." Stream Element says, "Oh hits Bridget just subscribed." Stream Element says, "Hollybuds MKR 934 just subscribed." Stream Element says,
Dang, that's a lot of subscriptions, guys.
just subscribed. Stream Element says, "Fab Florida 48 just subscribed." Lenagement says, "W laid off with 25 subs."
Laid off janitor. Thank you so much.
1588 says, "If you received a gifted sub, thank your gifter."
Yeah, make sure. Yeah, thank you so much.
Claston72 says, "Glad you're wonderful and okay, thanks. It's 53 here, right now."
Laid off janitor with 25 gifted subs. Guys, if you did receive, W's in the chat for laid off, first off. Also, if you received a gifted sub, make sure you say thank you. Oh, and also, don't beg.
And according to Jennifer 8689 says, "So awesome laid off janitor."
So you know what it really makes them mad, guys? Is I'm standing here on the corner, absolutely filming nothing. These guys despise the fact that I make money doing this. They absolutely despise it. And I'm still making money. There goes one right there, guys. Coming on our block. He's coming on our block.
Michelle 210 says 20.
All right. All right.
Country Boy 23,123 says, "Tell him to get off our block."
Tell him to get off our block. I gotta see where he's going. All right, remember, this is my block. That's my block. Now he's gonna radio into all his friends, let them know. Or he's watching the stream, either way.
Michelle 210 says he must bev watching the live. Country Boy 23,123 says they bitches.
All right, so that person was marked safe. All right, so far we have a 100% success rate.
Dash and Dash Moonshine says law.
So
Own
far-
that block, John. Law.
So far I have a 100% success rate of no stop has ever been made on my block. Whatever block I'm on, we have a 100% success rate, no stops.
Michelle 210 says now he thinks we are here. Let's go to the next block. Law.
These guys know I don't quit. How long have I been doing this? A couple years now, right? I don't quit. I just don't quit.
Claston 72 says how many block attempts have you accomplished?
We do, how long, we do this maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a month. So far we have a perfect track record of never they never make a stop when I'm patrolling my block. Never. They usually just roll by and lurk. But if you're from this area, you know this is, anytime you make it past here without getting pulled over.
Jennifer 8689 says never quit. Michelle 210 says I wish a bunch of us could rent white Camaros and take over C-Knots.
That is the eventual plan.
Claston 72 says good way to go, Bobby. Stream Element says Kim Turner 88 just subscribed for 6 months in a row.
Kim Turner, thank you so much. 6 months in a row, that's amazing, thank you. Yeah, he didn't come back down my block either. He's probably over there hiding, lurking, waiting for you to roll by, tail light out, maybe a plant, so he can extort you for revenue.
Laid Off Janitor says forehead 25,000.
Thank you.
Stream Element says Laid Off Janitor just cheered 25,000 bits.
25,000 bits, thank you so much.
Kim Turner 88
Laid
says,
Off
hey
Janitor.
John, I was here but Twitch glitches when I bought sub.
Oh,
Michelle 210 says Laid Off subscribed 5 months on Kick.
Kim, I was here, just glitches when you bought a sub. I'm sorry. Get it together, Twitch. Get it together.
Malignant says W Laid Off.
Laid Off Janitor, thank you so much for that. That's a lot of bits. That is a lot of bits.
Kim Turner 88 says W Laid Off. MS Girl 82 says they're probably watching your live.
They're absolutely watching.
Joanne 8775 says W Laid Off Janitor.
Yeah, they're absolutely
Texas
watching
Man
my
the
live.
Legend says that's the most I've ever heard.
That is a lot. Thank you. So that these guys despise the fact that I make money for activism, and I just got lucky enough that I was able to turn my passion. We're not getting rich, but we make enough sometimes we make enough to pay our bills. I'm shutting down the block. I'm shutting down the block. They won't make any
Michelle
traffic stops here while I'm
210
standing
says,
here.
Hi, Clute C notes.
So this shift tries to hide from me. This shift tries to hide from me. So they won't make any traffic stops right here while I'm standing here. So that's my block.
And according
That's
to
my
Jennifer,
block.
689 says Laid Off always coming
That's
in
my
clutch.
block, and that's my block tonight. So that's right.
I thought you were waiting for a police chase.
No. I'm just shutting down the block, man.
Hey, whenever you're ready, let me talk shit to them people that talk shit to you.
All right, man. Yeah, if you want to have fun, talk shit on my Facebook page. That's where the trolls are, man.
Where's it at?
Facebook, Brazoria County Scanner. That's where the trolls live.
Alright, I got you.
All right, thank you, man. Oh, they're back on our block. They're back on our block. Get off my block. Yeah, and don't come back. Don't come back.
Kim Turner 88 says get on your own block, this is ours.
This is ours.
Joanne 8775 says now that is proof they watch the stream.
Guys, we've
Michelle
literally
210 says wave.
we've literally heard them on the radio before. Say
Kim Turner 88 says we need a sign, this is ours.
This is our block.
Joanne
Yes.
8775 says Coot C notes shift is a douchebag.
Mm-hmm. So we've literally heard him on the radio before say, I'm watching his live right now. You guys remember that when we were watching that undercover operation? They're like, I'm watching his live right now.
Joanne 8775 says I remember that. Kikisper says yes I do. Kim Turner 88 says yeah and when they was goading you.
Yeah.
Michelle 210 says -8. MS Girl 82 says smile and wave folks.
That's right.
Michelle 210 says sure do.
That was kind of funny because there were some federal agents that were just confused AF, man. They didn't know what was happening. And what'd they say? If you just leave him alone, he'll leave you alone. Hey, slow down. Slow down. Speed limit's 45.
Kim Turner 88 says problem is they think you will get bored first law.
Yeah, no. Yeah. You guys are still here. I mean, this is not my best numbers or anything, but I don't really pay attention to numbers. I just do my thing. As long as I've been on social media, the numbers go up, the numbers go down, the numbers go up,
Kim
the numbers
Turner
go down.
88 says and last time we watched the block they got annoyed and pulled you.
Yes. All right. So
And
far.
according to Jennifer 8689 says that was a funny video you chasing the undercover.
Yes.
Tony de Almeida 3 says is it C notes right now.
Yes, that's why we're monitoring our block. We're saving our gas. I still consider this activism because right now they're not shaking down people. So I'm accomplishing the exact same thing. Does it make for the most exciting video in the world? Absolutely not. I understand that. I get that. Get off my block.
Tony de Almeida 3 says cheer one not like this 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 one.
Thank you so
Stream
much.
Elements says Tony de Almeida 3 just cheered 20 bits.
Thank you for the 20 bits.
Joanne 8775 says Clute this goes out to you. And according to Jennifer 8689 says I love Clute. Kim Turner 88 says show that same cop going up and down.
Yes. Probably. Probably, who knows? Speeding in an area with low lighting. We've had multiple deaths by people hit by cars and they think they can just speed along. No lights. Then of course we've already seen firsthand that if they run into you, it's going to be your fault. So.
Kim Turner 88 says we got you on camera, policeman wave next time please. Joanne 8775 says there I dedicated that song clip to them law.
Thank you. This is actually pretty easy work for me because the tripod's doing most of the work.
Kim Turner 88 says signed autographs are not accepted on this page.
Keep in mind, guys, speed limit's 45. Speed limit's 45. They do what they want.
Joanne 8775 says I'm going to play it again just in case they were busy talking shit in their C notes.
Let me get a
Kim
drink.
Turner 88 says slow down policeman, you have been caught.
Let me get a drink real quick. Here he comes back. He's coming back again. I'm saving my gas. You guys already know they're on their text messages.
Kim Turner 88 says you have been warned. This video is evidence you are not sticking to limit. We can and will use it needed.
Right.
Joanne 8775 says please come back again if you see this message LMFAO.
You guys, you can't make this up, really.
At Rise Dash and Dash Moonshine says zoom zoom po po.
We determined last time that that is not a rock. That is not a rock.
Joanne 8775 says I will play it again.
I didn't see nothing. I didn't see nothing.
Kim Turner 88 says wave or flash your lights when you go by so we know you're watching the live.
In a second, we'll move over to the other side of town.
Kim Turner 88 says or give us a beep, we need to know your horn is working correctly. Joanne 8775 says hey please, so what Kim said, come on back.
Guys, I'm telling you, they won't make a single stop here.
Are you shutting off manually?
Kim Turner 88 says now if they come back would be so funny.
So guys, if you're just joining us, that's my block. That's my block. That's my block.
8775 says
And
I
that's
bet
my block.
The Coot is scared to pass and toot their horn for us. Kim Turner 88 says anyone going by John and watching live give us a beat.
Get off my block. What are you doing here? It's John's block.
And according to Jennifer 8689 says they tried to speed by to intimidate, but we cannot be intimidated by sheer stupidity. Texas Man the Legend says, well, hello Shirley. Kim Turner 88 says 1 beat for friend, 2 beat for pro. Joanne 8775 says Coot C notes equals chicken.
Get off my block.
Joanne 8775 says they're there raw. Kim Turner 88 says, hey Coot, we see you.
Alright, if we pull someone over past the light, that's not my block. Can't help you on that side of the block. I can help you, only help you on this side of the block over here by us. Alright, we still have a perfect record. No traffic stops on my block.
Joanne 8775 says scaredy cat Coot. Texas Man the Legend says, hey officer, watching the stream while driving is illegal. Ask me how I know. Kim Turner 88 says, hey copper, blinkers are meant to be used and please check your speed. And according to Jennifer 8689 says you need to add a radar gun on your Amazon wish list.
Oh, that'd be a good idea. That'd be an excellent idea. So we could do speed checks while we're doing this. That's good.
Joanne 8775 says chicken 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 food. And according to Jennifer 8689 says it's really Miss Penny's idea. Kim Turner 88 says of course we're always abiding citizens.
Right?
Texas Man the Legend says so. When are we getting BC scanner neighborhood watch signs? Joanne 8775 says we need a song clip of some chickens making noise. And according to Jennifer8689 says Prince Vegeta from Vegas is in the chat.
Oh yeah. How's it going? I was in your live stream today.
Texas Man the Legend says the officers are daring each other to drive through stream.
That's right.
Peachy 1121 says working the corner tonight, John.
That's how I do. That's how I do.
Blazer Kimberly says hi, John.
Hey, Blazer Kimberly. So what I'm doing is I'm taking away the revenue from this side of town, is what I'm doing.
Peachy 1121 says what we doing here.
We're
Texas Man the Legend says John isn't wearing the fancy boots this time.
we're taking away the revenue from this side of town. They won't make any traffic stops with me standing here. So far we've proven 100% that no stops will be made on my block. No stops will be made on my... I don't know about county. county might just make a stop on my block. I didn't have them showing up on my bingo card. But there they are.
Blazer Kimberly says cheer one, cheer one.
Thank you.
Stream Elements says Blazer Kimberly just cheered 2 bits.
Thank you so
Kim
much for
Turner
2
88
bits.
says we are watching you watching is PMSL.
Yeah, I didn't have county showing up on my block on my bingo card today.
Texas Man the Legend says county pulled up on you with no fucks given.
County's like, hold my beer. Hold my beer.
Joanne 8775 says that might be the Woozy C notes shifts back up. Kim Turner 88 says with no fucks given from county.
They didn't stop anybody on my block yet, so. You guys got me laughing. I'm sorry the stream is so boring tonight, but this has to be done. Yeah, this has to be done, guys.
You can just arrive to the hospital first out call.
Justifiable 97 says they called county in for backup law. Kim Turner 88 says do cops not realize how hilarious this actually is and we are having fun doing it while they get mad PMSL.
There you go.
Joanne 8775 says Akub must be butthurt so they called for someone to wipe their booties. Texas Man the Legend says county says this is our block.
Just think of all the revenue they're missing out by me just standing here. Think of all the revenue.
Kim Turner 88 says John keep nerd laughing, I need this today.
Like, it just cracks me up how much power one guy with a cell phone has. Right?
Kim Turner 88 says this block is so cold ice ice baby.
Yeah, this block is not hot. This block is not hot. Make sure county don't roll up in me on this way again.
Blazer Kimberly says I always feel like somebody's watching me. Justifiable 97 says yeah I mean geez they had to call county in law. Kim Turner 88 says not hot but his followers are hot. Blazer Kimberly says to the tune. Texas Man the Legend says it was funny though. You liked left and the camera was completely filled with the county sheriff logo.
Am I zoomed in? Is that why?
Joanne 8775 says I have saved up 146K to use one the C Notes song LMAO.
There you go. Make sure ain't sneaking up on me from that way again.
Senor Dasher OTR says good evening everyone.
Hey Dasher, how are you?
And according to Jennifer 8689 says Garden State Accountability says what's up John?
What's happening? Garden State Accountability, welcome in. So if you're confused what we're doing, so basically this is an entire
King
shift.
Turner 88 says what's that song again? Sweet John's block is Ice Ice Baby.
So if you're confused what we're doing here, this isn't our normal stream. So this is an entire shift full of bad cops that like to play games and hide on the radio
Joanne
from us.
8775 says county says hold my beer while I go clean on by.
So what we do is we just come and we just shut down random blocks. They won't make a single traffic stop on this block because I'm standing here. So, I mean, I still see this as activism because we're protecting the people from these horrible cops. They also like to shake down people that are homeless and walking over here between the hotels. So this is another reason I like to stand here. Shake them down for walking down the road. So, demanding ID. So we're also looking out for those people.
And according to Jennifer 8689 says Beatrice wants to know what street you're on. Stream Elements says thank you for following Millennium SD.
Thank you for the follow. We're
Jim
on.
Turner 88 says we are actively keeping our block safe from tyrants.
That's what we're doing. Yeah, not the most exciting stream or the most exciting content, but necessary. It's absolutely necessary.
Justifiable 97 says yep they just ran that light.
We're not snitches, guys. We're not
Vanmom
snitches.
2024 says hey Dasher.
So
Jim
basically,
Turner 88 says no but exciting for us law.
watch, they're probably pulling people over like right over that railroad track over there. Or
Kim
some
Turner 88 says hey Dashing Dasher. Senor Dasher OTR says hello Bandmom. Senor Dasher OTR says hello KYMT88.
If you're from the area, you know exactly how much impact this has. This would be an area where they would constantly be making stops. So, it is still effective. It is still effective. I do have the scanner on me in case something else more exciting than this pops up, but so far this is what we got. It's a beautiful night. It's 74 degrees outside. The mosquitoes are not biting me. There's no humidity.
Kim Turner 88 says you old faithful Dasher hope we're okay. Justifiable 97 says forgot why I don't do slots, aha rigged. At Kevin Bondi 01 says what town is this please? I'm familiar with Krug and Freeport.
Alright guys. We watch him. He's gonna say C notes. He's not even going anywhere, guys. Alright, let's go. Alright, so now we have about a 95% successful rate.
Texas Man the Legend says he was showing off.
Yes.
At Dean Vincent Music says hello everyone.
Hello to you.
Joanne 8775 says oh look at that bullshit. Kim Turner 88 says keep off our block with your fancy lights. Texas Man the Legend says he just wanted to run the traffic light.
Alright, let's go. Alright, this is a big bump over here.
Joanne 8775 says I bet he had to chase his donut holes down LMAO. At Kevin Bondi 01 says thanks Joe and Jen.
C notes for location.
Texas Man the Legend says I wasn't aware that there was a point cruiser that was still in running condition. Joanne 8775 says see notes for location. Country Boy 23123 says they honor block. And according to Jennifer 8689 says see notes D's nuts. Joanne 8775 says that cruiser sounds like it's about to kick the bucket.
No, it sounds fine.
Texas Man the Legend says CBC scanner for location. Country Boy 23123 says they bitches. Justifiable 97 says it's okay C notes John is on scene. Country Boy 23123 says Shadow John. Joanne 8775 says oh yeah that's normal for the C Notes crew.
Yeah, I'm fine. Trust me, I'm moving into a new apartment and everything. We're fine, getting it all settled. I'm like, it's in, like in front of Shy Pond, you know what I'm talking about? Edgewater? Yeah. It's, I'm moving to there with my sister. And I'm like, I know that area is like a really good an area for cops, so I'm like, I need to be settled, please. I need someone. Thank you, you as well. I appreciate it.
Have a good night, man.
Thank you, you as well.
We got anything holding? I'll be back over there on my block. Stop killing people in your jail. Thanks. All right. Not real talkative, that one. Not real talkative.
At Vianvinson Music says I love how they try to act so hard lol. Kim Turner 88 says nothing holding while checking notes PMSL.
Alright, do we go back to our block, guys?
Joanne 8775 says you know he is pissed at us, but he gaff. Texas Man the Legend says it's the PT Cruiser that sounds like that.
Maybe mine.
Country Boy 23123 says yes.
Show me up 30 and 866.
Alright.
Kim Turner 88 says oh yes, let's go record those cops on our block.
So now what is our success rate?
And according to Jennifer 8689 says yes, save gas.
Now what is our success rate?
Careful.
Kim Turner 88 says still 100.
Technically, it was off our block.
Amy 2424 says good evening everyone.
Good evening. He was technically off our block. He technically turned. So,
Kim Turner 88 says cause they didn't get a ticket.
that's right. So he's technically not on our block at the time. So I'm gonna go at 100% still.
6 Freeport, you can show us clear to hospital, back in service, first now call. That's clear.
And we saved gas.
Joanne 8775 says ah Texas Man the Legend. I was trying to make it sound like C Notes Crew Drive Jalopi's Law.
And we're right back to our block.
Joanne 8775 says law. Bubba the big truck guy says let's all move to Texas and apply for the sheriff's and police departments as dispatchers so we can give John all the notes law.
That's right. There is positions available right now.
Joanne 8775 says I'm down with that Bubba. Texas Man the Legend says I apologize. I've had to work on a few PT Cruisers, PTSD. Joanne 8775 says oh dang legend.
Also, the less time I spend...
Country Boy 23123 says Shadow John.
Also, I don't have any insurance right now, so the less time I spend driving, less odds of getting pulled over, getting a ticket for no insurance. I don't have any insurance right now. Hopefully they're not
Texas
watching.
Man the Legend says allegedly.
Guys, I mean, you think they're running my plates right now, see if I really have insurance? My plate just got ran more in Brazoria County than anybody else's.
At Dean Vincent Music says your luck they would pull you over and try to tow your car just cause.
Oh, they would, definitely.
Texas Man the Legend says they wouldn't have to actually see your plate. Joanne
I know.
8775 says you know it, John. Country Boy 23123 says what's wrong with your insurance?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just joking. I'm completely kidding. I'm completely kidding. I thought he was backing up to do a field sobriety test at first. Did you guys see him back up randomly? Usually when they back up like that, it means they're trying to make more room for a field sobriety test.
Country Boy 23123 says Officer John not legal.
I'm riding dirty. I am riding dirty. That's all right. They'll never pull me over. Just to check and see if I have insurance.
8775 says I want to go to Crude on AC notes shift because I have an out-of-state plate. Then I can call you and give you the notes.
There you go. All right, let's do Chevron side. What do you guys think? We'll do about 10 more minutes here, then we'll go to Chevron side over there on the other side of the town. That side.
Will Ben 157 says, hey John.
Hey, Wild Ben, how are you?
Joanne 8775 says I can watch your live on one device and say out loud, John, I'm going to call you with the C notes information of where I am at law.
That's right.
Texas Man the Legend says don't worry, they can't see your back plate at night anyway without risking blindness.
Those LED lights are pretty good, actually. I'm just tired of them going off, burning out. I figure LED lights might last a little longer.
Country Boy 23123 says they mad at you, John, because you shut down the block. Joanne 8775 says and I can record my stop with my other one.
Very good.
Texas Man the Legend says John saw 10,000 lumens on the packaging and said, yeah, those are the ones.
I figured, here's the thing, if one of them goes out, I think one of them can technically still light it up so it can be seen.
Michelle 210 says, wish I lived in Texas, I am more than qualified to be a 911 dispatcher, I would be leaking the C notes. Cherie Cherrick says, hi John, P.
Hi. So I figured even if one of them goes out, the other one should be enough to illuminate it from 50 feet, which is the requirement.
DJ Bright Light says the kolache shop has some good kolaches law. Cherie Cherrick says Pam and Trunkies.
Hello to you.
Country Boy 23123 says you what's crazy John, I live in Freeport and I have a Florida plate and they don't mess with them.
Dang.
Country Boy 23123 says me. Texas Man the Legend says if one goes out, it will affect the migration patterns of all the mobs in Brazoria County. Joanne 8775 says I need to go to Texas on a Friday and Saturday night. Michelle 210 says John, your lights are blinding me here in Jersey.
They're not that bad. Y'all might be exaggerating slightly. Remember the night we had to rig up a bike light as a license plate light? Remember that night?
Country Boy 23123 says by my tag expired and I got to switch to Texas. Michelle 210 says, are they stadium lights?
No, they're just LED lights.
_zone says, if anything happens, just blam YouTube.
What?
Texas Man the Legend says, I remember. It was my suggestion.
Yeah.
Senor Dasher OTR says 15.
No, no. It's a cool puppy. People think I'm trying to cross. Let me back over here. She was trying to let me cross.
Stream Elements says, thank you for following 421 running some blue in the K.
Thank you so much for the follow. All right, I think we're going to move to Chevron now.
Texas Man the Legend says, I'm an expert of some MacGyver engineering. Blazer Kimberly says, Aussie.
You know,
Whisper says, I believe the International Space Station can see your plate.
so,
Joanne 8775 says, I'm sitting on Mars and I see something in Texas that's very, very bright. Oh, that's the film 50 Low Bill Lights Law. Joanne 8775 says, is that APT cruiser I just heard law?
no.
Joanne 8775 says it was ticking away.
All right, guys, let's go to the other side of town. Let's go to the other side of town. What do you guys think? All right.
Bama Roll Tide 66 says, hello John, Pam, and Trunky.
Hello to you.
Joanne 8775 says, let's go for it.
Alright, sir, you got that. I'm over to check my store real quick. Thank you. Number 13 shows clear the hospital back in service.
Texas Man the Legend says, next is the film 50 signal. If I ever looked up in the sky and there was a film 50 signal in the clouds, I'd lose my shit. Gamerage _zone says, one moonwalk before you can go law.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Too soon, too soon.
Blazer Kimberly says, blinded by the light.
It's not that bright. I wanted to make sure they could see my plate because they would never know what it is.
Texas Man the Legend says, I'm surprised the gas station didn't turn off the pump lights when your car was parked there. No need, you had them covered. Blazer Kimberly says, spared no one. Gamerage _zone says, if lights are bright, it's not John's fault, just blame YouTube.
What? Be nice to YouTube. Dang it, I forgot my drink. We'll get a high C at Chevron. At some point tonight, remind me to go back and pick up my cup so I'm not littering.
Senor Dasher OTR says, sir, come back to the Roadstar. Your lights were the only thing lighting up this side of Clute.
That's a good stop. See, I think this would be another good spot right here.
Gamerage_zone says stop in the name of, well, what did you do, sir?
This would be another good place to do it as well.
And according to Jennifer 8689 says thank you for the super chat F1 Sherman.
Thank you. F1 Sherman with the super chat. Thank you. Let's see what he has to say.
Texas Man the Legend says when John was installing the license plate lights, he read the installation instructions. Step 1, apply SPF 100.
That's loud. Sorry, guys. Says,
Bubba the Big Truck Guy says, hey John, don't forget your cup so you don't get in trouble for littering law. At Deanne Vincent Music says, John, at least it feels good out there tonight.
It really does. And
Cherie Cherrick says, my feed keeps freezing, then I have to pause and play it. Anyone else having issues?
What platform are you watching from? Let's see, it'll tell me. Oh, Twitch? That's weird. Thank you so much for getting me the drink.
Cherie Cherrick says Twitch.
Yeah, I scrolled up and I saw. At this red light up here, I'll try to read this super chat.
Michelle 210 says congratulations to Dasher reaching level 50 on the fighters.
Dang, good job, Dasher.
At Deanne Vincent Music says, ha, Twitch causing the issues tonight. Gamerage_zone says Twitch is working like charm.
Thanks for the hard work, Mr. Extra Good Citizen. Drink is on me. Thank you so much. Fisherman52, thank you.
Blazer Kimberly says I am having problems too.
Let me check the feed real quick, guys.
47, I got eyes on them. They're running.
They're running.
Running right now.
Running through McLean Park. Let's go.
2 males running behind the curbside.
Alright, we're gonna have to...
Gamerage_zone says we may be called Twitch, but we're not the word that rhymes with it by never mind. And according to Jennifer 8689 says, oh no, Twitch is the problem tonight. Senor Dasher OTR says only 50 more to go, then we shut down Kick. Ryan 152,793 says John is running too.
I need to get on the big scanner so I can hear this traffic.
Will Ben 157 says always film 50.
Chicken Express. Where's Chicken Express?
And according to Jennifer 8689 says YouTube is doing great.
Where's Chicken Express? In Lake Jackson.
47, he's been given commands to stop. Lights activated. He's still rolling his bike.
Still rolling his bike. Chicken
The
Express.
Homeless Nana says by HEB.
Thank you.
Texas Man the Legend says by HEB.
Thank you.
Cherie Cherrick says by HEB.
He's been given...
Andrew R 8377 says by HEB.
All right.
Bandmom 2024 says play Jackson or by AGB.
So basically the...
Leah 1962 says Oyster Creek Drive by HEB. Texas Street says Oyster Creek Drive near HEB. At Deanne Vincent Music says Chicken Express is by HEB in Lake Jackson.
Thanks, guys.
Bandmom 2024 says HEB. Bubba the Big Truck Guy says...
In the grass now. Taking a ride. Going towards... He's spinning back around going towards Chicken Express.
Alright, we got a bike running, guys. Person on a bike. I'm turning you guys down so I can hear the traffic, just so you know.
22, you got like trouble? He's going back this way.
Sounds like he's just
You start heading this way.
start heading this way. I'm headed this way. I'm headed this way.
We're on Winding Way now. Still behind him. Up to Camellia.
Winding Way.
55, I'm with him. Jasmine, if someone comes for Yopon and try to snatch him off the bike.
What? Go to Yopon and try to snatch him off the bike?
We're coming up Winding Way, Magnolia now.
Winding Way in Magnolia.
They're Winding Way, Magnolia.
He's Magnolia now, right behind the church.
They're Magnolia behind the church.
Magnolia Street.
Where do you want to go?
Magnolia Street, Lake Jackson, Texas.
Getting directions to Magnolia Street, Lake Jackson.
Dang it, I should have been down there.
His girl goes on to Yopon heading towards OCD.
Yopon headed towards OCD.
Yopon and OCD, we're approaching Yopon and Jasmine now. He's turning on to Jasmine off of Yopon. Jasmine and Wisteria now.
Where do you want to go?
Corner of Jasmine Street and Wisteria Street, Lake Jackson, Texas.
Getting directions to Wisteria Street, Lake Jackson.
Can you have current location?
Jasmine Winding Way. Winding Way, Jasmine.
Okay, Jasmine, I'm Winding Way.
Damn you, possum.
Get ahead of him.
Get ahead of him.
Cut him off, cut him off.
Where do you want to go?
Winding Way and Jasmine Street.
Getting directions to Jasmine Street, Lake.
We got it.
22 quick.
I guess he needs bike lights? I don't know.
We still only got 94.
They got him. There's still other bikers they're looking for. There were 2 bikes that took off, by the way.
525.
You're coming on a traffic stop at 2311 Pearson Road. Jimmy Kane with Bull.
All right, so their lights are still on because they're looking for 2 of them. Just so you know. I don't know if they're still looking for someone else. I just want to peek around here.
Thanks for your communication.
So they're still looking for the other biker. How did this happen? Where's the bike at?
Huh?
Where's the bike at?
Bike?
Yeah.
Over yonder, man.
Over yonder.
It's over yonder, dog.
Did you have to chase him on foot?
Yeah, that's why.
Is that why you're out of breath?
Yeah.
All right, man. Don't run over me.
Show me around the HEB to make contact with the phone.
I don't know why they switch cars. All right, let's go see if we can find it. So we fell for the decoy car. I turn you guys up.
At Deanne Vincent Music says I love it. The only clue is over yonder law.
Joe County phone numbers relation to that mail.
I've got it in-house. I'm attempting to locate parent information. I'm also going to contact Clute because it's a Clute address.
Hi.
If you could send the weather, we can make contact with the parent.
So they're gonna knock a kid off his bike.
22 to 30.
Let's go see if we can find him.
Okay.
He just said over yonder. That's all the clues we have.
Unit over here, some transport spot signals to make it to the AR units.
Big Dave BCTX says.
So I'm guessing that's where they approached that's where the initial stop was. So
Samanthac23 says they said HEVI I thought a second ago.
yeah, that's
Will Ben 157 says add all the units over here.
so basically they knocked the kid off his bike and they're just gonna call the parents. So aha. Ha 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 ha, I found you.
Texas Man the Legend says all the Halloween decorations made me think the block was really hot. Jesser_poop says assault on a minor. Will Ben 157 says it's dark over here. Senor Dasher OTR says 10. Michelle 210 says 10. Kim Turner 88 says bit brutal knocking kid off his bike.
I mean, it's all in the name of safety, guys. It's all in the name of safety.
Please go into that residence. We don't have any phone numbers out.
That's good. Can you log exchange us your plates on it? 1050. And route your location with this now.
They're trying to get out of here before I get up here.
Michelle 210 says now we know where over the yonder is.
I do have to ask him.
Man, they take bike lights serious here, guys. They're serious about bike lights.
I just called her so that way. So if that's where she is and she wants to take it, that she can. Or we'll take it to her. We won't make her come get it. How are you, Mr. Greg?
Good, how are you? Yo,
I'm all right.
was there 2 bikes that took off or 1?
There's 3 kids total.
3
I don't know
kids?
where the other ones went, but this is the one that we got called about. So.
This is the slow one.
Yeah. There you go.
That's a slow one.
Big Dave BCTX says looks like the scene where John fell off his bike. And he
I did fall off my
Music
bike.
says, are we calling a tow truck for the bike law?
Not sure what their plans are for the bike. Are you just gonna take the kid home?
Huh?
You gonna arrest the kid or you gonna take him home?
No, he had some stuff he's not supposed to have, so he's
Ryan 152,000.
Gotcha. Alright.
And the bike is way too big to fit in any of our cars.
Yeah. Can't fit in mine.
Yeah.
I could ride at home, but the last time I rode a bike, I fell off with 300 people watching, so
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
I'm not doing that anymore.
Now, supposedly he's got family members close by, so if we can get in touch with them, we'll walk it down the street to him.
Alright.
Yeah, just go knock on the door, see if she knows him, and if she wants us to bring the bike to her, we'll walk it down there. All right.
Hey, slow down.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Slow down. No sense in...
I saw the bottles of alcohol.
Yeah, decided he was going to run from him and stuff like that. So, we'll be out of your front
that's
drive
fine.
here as soon as we can. Just trying to get some stuff sorted out. So,
Okay.
sorry to have
Yeah,
all the commotion in front of your house.
you're fine. You're fine.
I went to the camera, I don't want to watch your
Yeah.
because I got kind of...
Yes, sir. So, yeah, like I said, I apologize.
You're gonna come and get the bike, or?
Yeah, we're working on getting that taken care
Okay.
of. So, it won't fit in any of our units, so we're going to check and see if there's somewhere.
If not, you can leave it here and come and pick it up later.
Yeah, well, if worst case, if the family member's not close by and she doesn't want to take it, we'll take it to the police department and go to the family.
Okay,
That
that's
way you don't
fine.
have to worry about it.
No, that's fine.
Thank you, ma'am.
Lake Jackson, guys. No one in there. Alright, there you go. I'll turn you guys up now. That's good parking. Barely even on the sidewalk, which is actually a crime in Lake Jackson, by the way.
Melanie Syop 1784 says, was he arrested?
Yes. Guess he had some alcohol on him.
Claston 72 says always film 50. At Sorthpang 8046 says yes John he need light on bike. Z0er says why did they arrest the little man in the first place?
Apparently...
Kim Turner 88 says always film 50. Ryan 152,793 says so they look for the other 2. Will Ben 157 says are they getting the others kitties?
We're gonna keep staying in the area just in case.
Texas Man the Legend says update on the kid. Did they hurt him?
That I don't know. We got here
Laser
too.
Kimberly says kid is probably scared and will rather his friends out.
But there's nothing they can take a bike. That's their hide door with it.
Z0er says did they just get bored and pull him over or did he do something?
He got called
Laser
on.
Kimberly says rat.
All right, this guy's gonna walk the bike down the street. We'll provide light for him. All right, look at this cop stealing that bike.
32. He's just transporting one patient on emergency cross support. Beginning mileage 0.0.
Will Ben 157 says you should ask him for a ride with us to back to his car.
He'll probably jump in that other unit.
Juvenile's brother.
Jesser underscore poop says government doesn't steal, it taxes and fines. Gamerage underscore zone says they tried GTA 6 IRL before GTA 6.
This cop stealing that bike.
Will Ben 157 says don't crash John.
Oh, man, I got somebody behind me.
Melanie Syop 1784 says does the guy live down there where he is walking the bike?
I think one of his friends lives down there.
253, I believe that's mom pulling up behind you.
That's gonna be a bomb.
That's where it should be.
Why didn't he just ride the bike? Shake my head.
23. I had a name date verse.
Denver.
And according to Jennifer 8689 says that they need to call an ambulance to check him out. For safety, Texas Man the Legend says didn't have cop walking the bike on my Google car.
743, no John Hudson Sound, name and date of birth. Insurance confirmed, please report.
My smoke was going right on.
McCain will know what you want to do if it's that whole different job.
Like, it's almost like it's just a job that you don't really.
Yeah. Can you tell? She doesn't know what street.
There's my car. And if you want me to
Yeah, I thought it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, my dad came and got. He's already seen the car. So I was like, what's the street?
Oh, well, we're going to find some first. Yeah, but I already told him to play around. That's why we're going to do this. Like, yeah, we're going to have we're right here. We're just going to find something else. So it's just we're not having this happen.
that way,
Yeah, this way, I have it. Yeah, we can always do it.
You know, slowing down when I see him.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Need a ride?
No, I'm good, man. I need the exercise. I
All right.
appreciate you, though.
All right.
Jesser_poop says the real crime here is the cops parking on the sidewalk. Will Ben 157 says ask him for a ride.
I didn't think I would have to clean up.
Z0er says law. Melanie Syop 1784 says is that the mum.
Yeah, I'm not gonna really say, but yes, it's a mom. Yes, it's a mom. All right, the bike caper has been solved.
Melanie Syop 1784 says mom must be pissed. Kim Turner 88 says bike gate is solved. Texas Man the Legend says get an officer. Here, let me move these beer bottles out of the way. Chris Ellis 891,993 says will he get released in the morning?
I don't know.
John.
Here's the thing.
Jesser_poop says without cops who would chase after the dangerous felon child bike riders.
Right. So here's the thing. Here's what sucks. There is no bond system in the juvenile. Once you get in the juvenile system, there's no bond. So he's gonna have to sit in there until he sees the judge, and then let me get that. He's gonna have to sit in there until he sees the judge. Oops, we went dark there for a second. We saw nothing, right?
84 says and he had alcohol on him being a teen.
Heck, I had a lot of alcohol in me when I was a teen. I turned out just fine. I mean, I guess that turned out okay. I don't know about fine. You know he wanted to ride the bike. I would have rode the bike.
Jesser_poop says having alcohol on you doesn't cause anyone else harm. Ne victimless crime.
Yeah. I had a lot on me when I was a teen.
Claston 72 says and John is a law-abiding citizen.
That's right. No,
Will Ben 157 says is smoking bad for you.
I'm quitting tomorrow. I'm quitting tomorrow. Either tomorrow or the next day. I've not decided yet. But yes, it's bad for you.
Melanie Syop 1784 says, man, if I was caught drinking when I was young, my parents would have strangled me. Will Ben 157 says, like in general, is it bad for you?
I think so.
2320.
Gamerage underscore zone says everything is bad, even food. Will Ben 157 says, my parents smoke like cigarettes like you have. Texas Man the Legend says he would have gotten on the bike, but he knew he'd make your highlight reel.
That's right. I'm already gonna clip it and say cop steals bike.
At Deanne Vincent Music says, when I quit smoking I gained weight, I quit 2 years ago. Gamerage underscore zone says clickbait for sure.
Just kidding, I'm not really gonna do that. I'm not gonna clip it and say cop steals bike. I was just kidding.
2 girls 1 J Bird says, hit with caution boys and girls. Texas Man the Legend says, be careful. The beer bottles have wings here.
That's true. This is where they threw the beer bottle at me. This side of town's not really opening this time of the week.
Will Ben 157 says, today in Wacky War Warnings Wednesday.
It is. We still got a little bit of time in Wacky Warning Wednesday.
Cherie Cherrick says they already have decorations going up.
So I just heard
Kim Turner 88 says, every time you go by here they always shouting law. Cherie Cherrick says, John, there is a fan, LOL. Claston 72 says, nice stop, John.
Thanks. So I just heard Klutz say check surroundings. My guess is they're harassing the homeless people over on 288B, if I had to guess, because I'm not there anymore and they missed out on some harassing.
for that subject.
Will Ben 157 says, is it C0 shift today?
Yes, it is.
Melanie Syop 1784 says, checking surroundings as in watch out for you.
Right. No, as in, make sure you check in with every agency. We really want to arrest this guy.
Will Ben 157 says, oh, okay.
It's gonna be crazy escape.
Will Ben 157 says, good stop.
Off the county road.
Come on, light change.
Michelle 210 says 55. Melanie Syop 1784 says I bought a lemonade tonight and it's supposed to be diet but it's so sweet.
C notes.
Melanie Syop 1784 says anyone know how I can bring down the sweetness? Texas Man the Legend says I tried to make pink lemonade at the house but the grocery store was out of all the pink lemons.
Oh man. Yeah, what is a pink lemonade? How does it become pink? That's good. I never really thought of that. Anybody know?
Texas Man the Legend says food coloring.
I mean, why did they say, hey, let's, one day, who was the first guy? It's like, you know what? Lemonade's no good yellow. Let's turn it
Melanie
pink.
Syop 1784 says you can buy the can made by Minute Maid but I don't like it that much. Tony Dalmeda 3 says it's food coloring.
I want to check over here.
Tony Dalmeda 3 says are we going to the palm trees, John?
No.
Texas Man the Legend says they made pink lemonade to market kids.
I want to check over here because they said that they ran that person for surrounding. They said he was only trespassed from Crazy Skate.
Victor Henry Nora, correction, Victor Nora Henry.
Tony Dalmeda 3 says Shamrock 1 Shamrock 1 Shamrock 1 Shamrock 1.
Thank you.
Stream Elements says Tony Dalmeda 3 just cheered 4 bits.
Thank you for the 4 bits.
When it comes back to a 22 Jobs Charger, expiring August of 25 to Lucas Stallman out of Ingleton, it's clear.
I'm just going to check this general area.
August 25. I got traffic on the county road, Magnolia.
Have my county road.
Michelle 210 says Mel you can add more water or lemon. And according to Jennifer 8689 says pink lemonade is just food coloring or a splash of grenadine.
211 is going to be David Victor 23 Nora 92, David Victor 23 Nora 92.
Claston 72 says we learn something new every day.
Well, I never thought about it till someone says I ran out of pink lemons. So I think these guys are on 280 or Old Angleton Road.
Texas Man the Legend says I didn't run out. I couldn't find them at the grocery
I know,
store.
that's
they
what
were sold out.
Now that's why I never really thought about what the hell is a pink lemon? Thanks for ruining my whole life, by the way. Because I was just drinking pink lemonade without questioning anything. And now I have questions. Thanks for that.
The first and second tweet match same vehicle.
Claston 72 says anytime John.
Registration is clear and valid. Good until September of 26. That stolen subject is clear valid.
Texas Man the Legend says should have taken the blue pill, John. Texas Man the Legend says that was a Matrix reference.
Gotcha.
Claston 72 says oh Slivia.
Yeah, we're not gonna visit her. Definitely not gonna visit her. I turn on the defrost for you guys.
Claston 72 says I agree John. Texas Man the Legend says John has hot lemonade for Sylvia.
She's not a John fan. We learned that.
Claston 72 says law.
I even took the back way.
Texas Man the Legend says do not drink the 98.6 degree lemonade.
Alright, we were too late to this stop.
Michelle 210 says 11. And according to Jennifer 8689 says Slimy Sylvia is no bueno. Claston 72 says God darn Bobby.
notes. 203 notes. Alright, I'm gonna stop over here and pick my cup up while we're on this side of town, so I don't litter. It's still sitting over there.
That's clear.
All right, this is the world's longest light. All right, let's go pick up our cup and then get back to work.
Claston72 says, welcome to the red light show.
All right, earlier we were over here shutting the block down. I forgot my cup, so I don't want to be accused of littering, so we're gonna walk over there and pick it up. And then we'll get right back to work. See, that's where I forgot my drink, right there.
Texas Man the Legend says C Notes already dusted it for prints.
They got DNA off of it. I see what he's doing. He's on our block. I think he said good morning.
Claston72 says he's just making sure you picked up the litter you left.
That's right.
Will Ben 157 says it's not morning. Ryan 152,793 says get off John Block PD.
All right, he was following that car, so we'll go around that way. You guys thought I was bullshitting when I said I was coming to pick up my cup, didn't you?
36 neighbor problem.
The laid-back Squirrel says I mean it's morning for night shift. Ryan 152,793 says John why are you on my block? Ryan 152,793 says law. Ryan 152,793 says that a -5 for forgetting about the cup.
You know? Right, because I still had some Mountain Dew in there. If I'm not drinking it now, the bugs have been getting it.
There's a unit available. I have a loud music complaint holding Bodega.
Loud music complaint at Bodega. Really? Turn it down, Bodega. They done called the cops on you.
Claston 72 says see notes. Ryan 152,793 says hey 50 John left his trash.
We went and picked it up. We went and picked it up. It was just there for a minute. We gotta get some gas.
Claston 72 says hey 50 see notes. Ryan 152,793 says did they find the other two?
They weren't really looking for them. I guess they got a quote call on that, only that one. That's why I asked, was this a slow one? There was 3 bikes. I thought it was 2. I thought they only caught the slow one.
Ryan 152,793 says John didn't leave the gas nozzle in the car when you drive off.
Again, right.
Tiki Cat 1961 says the one carrying the alcohol gets caught.
And we didn't even know it was alcohol. He said, he had some stuff on him.
Stream Elements says thank you for following Marco_01_partyboy.
Marco, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Guys, if you're new here, my name is John Gray. This is BC Scanner. We're in Brazoria County, Texas. We listen to the scanner. We record police interactions. Hit the subscribe or follow button, depending on which platform you're watching me from.
Texas Man the Legend says you don't have to be faster than the cops, just faster than the other two.
That's right. Everybody be cool. Be cool, guys, and be cool. Everyone be cool. They're not gonna pass me. Now they're behind me.
Texas Man the Legend says, hey John, where are we lettering next?
So they took off. We were playing this game. You saw me switching lanes, right? So I switched lanes. He switched behind me. I switched over. He switched behind me. And then when I got to the light, I turned over right at the last minute. Then he went down that other block over there. Yeah, I'm definitely not a cop. Oh, that was some funny shit. Yeah, this is usually the other way around, I believe. I'm trying to avoid them just because I don't have any insurance right now. I don't want them to catch me with no insurance.
Will Ben 157 says law.
I just hope they don't pull me over because I don't have any insurance. That's an expensive ticket.
Claston 72 says, oh John, remember you're a law-abiding citizen.
That's right, that's right.
Precious Jenna says, don't they watch your streams?
Yes, that's why
Will Ben 157 says, what is insurance?
Right, that's why
Michelle
I'm just kidding,
210 says 18.
guys. Just kidding, guys, I have insurance. I was just joking. Just
Tiki
joking.
Cat 1961 says, yeah, that would generate a lot of revenue.
We got to get some gas, guys. It's $2.55. I'll pay for a little bit more.
Will Ben 157 says law.
Yeah, they absolutely watch my streams, guys.
Will Ben 157 says it's time for gas.
Yep. I'll show you guys in a minute why I don't trust my gas gauges anymore. Something is not right with them. Either the numbers are wrong or the gauge is wrong. Somehow they got off sync.
Tiki Cat 1961 says, I've been in and out tonight. Did you have anything to say about Richard La?
All right, let's go to...
Claston 72 says, just fart in the tank, John, you'll be just fine.
Let me show you guys why I question my gas measurement. Look at this. So the numbers say I have 102, right? That does not look like on the gas gauge itself. Does that look like I would have 102 miles of gas left? Because usually when it's right there, my low fuel light comes on. So I don't know when
Will
this...
Ben 157 says no.
Something's not right, right?
Tony de Almeida 3 says no.
So which one is right is the question. That is the question. Which one is right? Which one would you trust as being more accurate?
Justifiable 97 says my tuck's the same way, it shows 100 miles at the same mark.
Does it? Is it a Chevy? Is this Chevy by any chance?
Tiki Cat 1961 says the gauge.
The gauge?
Michelle 210 says TPP. Will Ben 157 says, do you reset it?
I don't know how to reset it.
Fireway Lawn says gas hand.
I don't know how to reset it.
72 says, but you'd estimated. Tony de Almeida 3 says, if I was used on, I'll get it checked by a mechanic to make sure everything's okay. Justifiable 97 says LMAOOO, it's a Dodge.
Oh, gotcha.
Andrew R 8377 says, I would definitely trust the gauge.
You think the gauge is right?
Preston 72 says, but it's estimated. Will Ben 157 says, if you reset it, it changes.
Oh, how do you...
Texas Man the Legend says, at 1/8 of a tank in your car, you should be around 50 to 60 miles remaining.
That's what I was thinking. That's usually where the low fuel light comes on.
Okay.
Claston 72 says, stop farting, John.
It wasn't me. Yeah, that just happened.
Will Ben 157 says, well, I know because Mom when you're done doing her gas and she reset it. Claston 72 says, get pink lemonade, John.
That's what I'm getting.
I talked to the backyard and
They're gonna turn the music down. How you doing, man? I'm gonna get 30 in gas out there.
Gas on too.
And
Tony de Almeida 3 says, hey John, can you get me a Coke and a large condoms and baby oil and some lube raw?
that's some random stuff. Oops, hold on.
Texas Man the Legend says, I took your full tank mileage. 450 and divided by 8, 56 miles till empty.
Thanks. That sounds more like it, right? Oh, I gotta pay
Michelle
you.
210 says duct tape. Tony de Almeida 3 says hey cashier, John has a stuck in the trunk.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
You too.
Bubba the big truck guy says John, why is there a bunch of baby oil and weird vibrating toys in the trunk?
Why you ask so many questions? Why? Really?
Tony de Almeida 3 says we did a great job in the store, John 10 out of 10.
I mean, you did okay. You did okay.
Will Ben 157 says law. The laid back squirrel says don't ask questions to things you don't really want to know.
That's right.
Michelle 210 says these zip ties are cool, didn't know they came in color. Texas Man the Legend says bottom right button for mute.
Oh, is there one? I did not know that. Let me go back and see now. Because this might have to be our new gas station, because I refuse to give Buc-ee's my $200.
1961 says just lay there and be quiet. Big Dave BCTX says get your hands off that. It's not a flashlight. Tony de Almeida 3 says cheerwell 1 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 cheerwell 1. Stream Elements says Tony de Almeida 3 just cheered 20 bits.
Thank you for the 20 bits. Yeah, I hit the bottom right hand button. I didn't mute it. It feels so good out here, guys.
Texas Man the Legend says, well, 60% of the time, it works every time.
I tried it.
Justifiable 97 says Texas. Care to explain why it didn't work? Law.
Yeah, I don't know what it's gonna play.
1962 says so no more Buc-ee's.
No more
Tony
Buc-ee's,
Almeida 3 says he's done. Can we get out of the trunk and stretch?
Yeah, I won't be
Make sure
giving.
you don't leave us behind, please.
Yeah, they asked me not to record cops in their parking lot, so I'm not giving them a dime of my money. All right, we got 30.
Head inside and grab some. Rain Total Body Fuel has got you.
Michelle 210 says 15. Texas Man the Legend says I don't know, they don't have ghetto pumps where I fuel up. Tony de Almeida 3 says always film 50.
Always?
Ian 1962 says don't blame you. Tony de Almeida 3 says hey everybody, get back in the trunk, he's leaving.
I am leaving. Let's see what that does.
Texas Man the Legend says cheer 100.
Thank you.
Stream Elements says Texas Man the Legend just cheered 100 bits.
See,
Claston 72 says always film 50. Andrew R 8377 says did you get your drink?
Yes, I did. So that's what it says now.
36, you can put me 26 back on that call.
That's what it says now, so who knows anymore?
Will Ben 157 says 67. Will Ben 157 says zoom out John.
Oh, thanks. Sorry about that. I didn't know it was zoomed in.
You look road 28.
Around a 28.
Texas Tom Sam John 9046. Tom Sam John 9046. It's going to be a gray Honda SUV.
Can I contact you a 2011 Honda brown in color? Expires November 25 to your Roosevelt Blackman out of Freeport. It's going to be clear.
Texas Man the Legend says what's the process on Cat in the box? I mean China Max.
It doesn't look like it's changing at all.
Good, run that subject. Should be a junior. We might have it now.
Tony de Almeida 3 says Mr. Destructoid 1 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 Swift Trade 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 1. Stream Elements says Tony de Almeida 3 just cheered 35 bits.
Thank you for the 35
Ben
bits.
157 says I am going to bed. Good night everyone, sleep good, see you guys tomorrow night.
Good night, man.
Texas Man the Legend says I will forever call that place Cat in the Box. Stream Elements says thank you for following Dodgers Victor 75. The laid back Squirrel says I wish that was more annoying. Lol.
Me too.
DJ Bright Light says 1 Mr. Destructo.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
29, will you clear on that subject? 99 out of Harris County.
Claston 72 says nice stop John.
Thanks.
Texas Man the Legend says Mr. Destructoid 1. Sorry, had to. Stream Elements says Texas Man the Legend just cheered 1 bit.
Thank you, Texas Man.
29, will you clear on that subject? 99 out of Harris County. Correction, Fort Bend County, Constable, Precinct 1.
I'm clear, won't be confirming. It's just coffee.
That's good. Mark out of Pearland,
Everything
is valid interest unconfirmed on a 21 dogs. Okay. 24 person? Mark out of Pearland, a duty cleared valid interest unconfirmed on a 21 dogs.
We're stopped at that location.
Stopped in front of that location.
That's good.
Hey, consider shutting down. We may be here for about 10 or 15 minutes more, give or take.
Copy that. We have enough fuel.
That's clear.
So they were following them for a while. They ran the plates. Where would that be? If you see lights include, let me know. I see where you're going. There's my first clue. You're speeding that way, so we'll go that way too. That's a good stop.
Show me clear to stop and route to 211.
Harley Chic 77,541 says I know her. Are they arresting her? Texas Man the Legend says we saw nothing.
Show me clear to stop and route to 211.
Show me clear this stop and route to 211.
Claston 72 says see what?
I know where they're at.
First watch. Oh, 409, the big 0409. Everything's 10-4, show me to me.
If I had to guess,
Ryan 152,793 says John, I had to buy a new humidifier. I am fighting a sinus cold.
Oh, well, I hope you feel better soon.
Left 4 is departing Hotel 218 back to Midway Harbor TMC 4 aboard. 1 plus 4, 6, 5, 5, 6 in route. Roger 4, heavy lifting for Memorial Herman. TMC. Just verify manually. No 29.
So they were shaking down this car for a long time, guys, so. Put me on scene if there's a mod in here.
Michelle 210 says, so last night someone walked in my house and was greeted by my dogs. I heard today a few blocks away a guy entered someone's house and held them up at gunpoint. Today someone broke my neighbor's windows out while he was in his house. Ryan 152,793 says I bought one that I can connect to my phone.
I'll put me on scene.
Michelle 210 says 10. Ryan 152,793.
Yeah, this is the example, guys. These guys just run random plates, shake people down. Hey, are you still killing people in your jail, man? How many people have died in your jail this week? How many people have died in your jail this week?
Yeah, we're not supposed to be talking about.
How many people have died in your jail, man? I'm just asking. Thanks, man. Copyright.
What's that?
Thanks for turning the music down. Copyright strikes are bad, man. What was the reason for the stop? Let me check the registration.
Quirkle 4 Catan says they just ignore. Can't stand the disrespect police give.
Mosquitoes are a little bad right here.
Mycroft 1956 says John, they are looking for employment applications, not. Texas Man the Legend says Coop does traffic stops in Freeport now.
That's how it was easy to find them, because they ran the plates and then they drove for a long time, so there were very limited options.
Claston 72 says that 203.
No, he's not here. He's not here. 203 is not here. 203 is the inventor of C notes,
Texas
though.
Man the Legend says this looks extensive for an inventory search. Quirkle 4 Catan says tell them they aren't finding shit and move on. Tyson Gonzalez says hey John, maybe we need to show her that bird video I sent you earlier. Harley Chic 77,541 says what did they arrest her for?
They arrested him.
How much is it gonna cost to get her out?
It's him. It's a him.
Says Creed, you discussed people all over the world. Work for a better department or get a different job. Tony de Almeida 3 says they're not fighting shit, just move on piggy piggy. David 041873 says 203 is a clue bitch. Harley Chic 77,541 says oh okay.
Yeah, 203 is the inventor of C notes, but
Melanie Syop 1784 says you cops need to do better than follow someone around. Died in your jail. You should all be ashamed of yourselves. MS Girl 82 says how many pigs does it take to search one car?
shut it too quick on me.
Claston 72 says here piggy piggy.
Freeport's like, no.
Ryan 152,793 says John has warrants.
I don't have warrants. I got no insurance.
MS
but I don't have warrants.
says at this point they're just trying to find something to take him to jail.
They already
Michelle
taken him to jail.
210 says why aren't you allowed to discuss the death in your jail who wasn't doing their job? Michelle 210 says 6. Melanie Syop 1784 says does it take all of you for one arrest like come on? DJ Bright Light says searching for donuts. Claston 72 says watch the slithering friends John. Trevin Morales 24 says hey Mr. Fat Cop go get another donut. Stream Elements says thank you for following Mill 123.
Thank you for the follow.
Texas Man the Legend says is it illegal to drive if the auto insurance expired yesterday?
Yeah, no.
Asking for a friend.
Yeah, I don't.
Almeida 3 says they're looking for donuts to eat later.
Yeah, I don't have any insurance right now, so I don't want them pulling me over. So you got to be careful. I got to be careful.
Gonzalez says they don't like being followed around by John, but it's okay for them to follow people around.
It's true. That's a good point, actually.
Melanie Syop 1784 says they're looking for the good stuff, only them are allowed to have drugs. David 041873 says they have to have fear buddies fear so they can plant shit. Texas Man the Legend says hiding from transparency isn't bravery. Michelle 210 says why is it okay to check into your jail and leave in a body bag who failed at their job? Claston 72 says always film 50.
Always.
Vegas_local says show love 100 show love 100.
Thank you so much.
Stream Elements says Vegas_local just cheered 200 bits.
Thank you for the 200 bits.
152,793 says free that guy. Tyson Gonzalez says we'll do everything illegal to get away from John. Wish we could do what y'all do to get away from John.
Yeah, don't try that at home, guys. I am a trained professional. I am a trained professional. Do not try this at home.
Tony Dalmeda 3 says I always film 50 piggies. Ryan 152,793 says John tell them to free that guy.
It's too late. They already called for a wrecker. Looked like he's out trying to make a living, possibly a car detailer. I can't really tell. Hopefully they have a jailer on duty tonight.
Tyson Gonzalez says hopefully he makes it out of their jail alive.
That's true. That's
Ryan
true.
152,793 says was there a lady in the front seat?
I don't think so.
Texas Man the Legend says when you dreamed of being a cop, is this what you imagined? You should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, guys, the sad part is when you look in dispatch, you see the cameras right there. How does a guy not get checked on for 30 minutes, end up dead? Especially one that they already knew. The person they have already had an interaction with before, they knew he had previously, on previous occasion, threatened to kill himself. They actually drove him to Sun Behavioral. This time, they just decided to throw him in there. Allegedly for some pills, I think. I don't have all the details yet. I'm working on it. I didn't see a press release. I didn't see nothing. But they did say, they made a press release about some dogs or something. I don't know. I don't remember what it was. Look at this cute dog or some shit. I can't remember. There's someone dying in their jail. We hear nothing. We hear nothing about someone passing away inside their jail. No press release. I will make sure that he's not just a name in a file cabinet. I'll make sure of that. Because that's what they tried to do with Victoria too. Tried to make her a name in a file cabinet. And I was never gonna let that happen. I was never gonna let her just become another name in a file cabinet. And I'm not gonna let this guy who passed away in their jail become another name in a file cabinet either. When you take someone, you put them in a cage, you have a lot of responsibility. If you take away someone's ability to get mental health treatment, to get medical treatment, you are responsible at that point. It's going to cost them a whole lot of money. It's going to cost them a lot of money. They'll probably get away with it with qualified immunity. They'll probably get away with it with qualified immunity. They can literally come over here and beat me up right now, and qualified immunity would set them free. It is all about that dollar.
Melanie Syed 1784 says I hope the family sue Clue Police Department. Quirkle 4 Catan says fuck qualified immunity and corrupt cops.
I agree.
Tyson Gonzalez says, hey Clue, we're still waiting on your lies on a press release.
You guys are not going to do a press release. They don't want the public to know. I'm the only one. I'm the only media here. There's no other media.
Claston
You're stuck with me.
says sick and corruption piggies.
Yeah.
You're not going to see anything in the
Tony
facts about it.
Dalmeda 3 says, fuck Clue, it's all I put that dollar, I don't give a shit about nobody. Ryan 152,793 says these cops sucks. Michelle 210 says the mayor must be so proud of you. Tyson Gonzalez says, fuck a dog, you want to know why you feel him and his family.
Took his cigarette packs and his alcohol. At least he's not pouring it on me. I think there was this asshole over here that tried to pour the beer on me. Tried to pour the... No, not him. It wasn't him. It was 218. 218 tried to pour the alcohol on me. All right, make sure this guy stays alive tonight, please. Make sure he stays alive. Thank you.
Quirkle 4 Catan says, fuck that pig. Plaston 72 says asshats.
Literally, they started, guys, I was on the watch out for it because they just ran random. They knew the guy. Like, oh, can you run him again as a junior? They already knew the guy.
Ryan 152,793 says, what to make one of them our bitch. Michelle 210 says, so friendly. Stream Elements says, thank you for following Tiff G1021.
Thank you so much for the follow.
57433.
Tyson Gonzalez says, tell that guy he would have been better catching another charge than going to Clute death row. Tony Dalmeda 3 says they can never hide from John.
I mean, no, they're
Michelle 210 says 5.
No, guys,
Claston 72 says we don't beg for subs here.
Yeah, they're
Texas Man the Legend says, when's the protest outside the department?
I'm working on that. By the way, no, they are kind of winning, guys. Like, I record probably only 5% of what happens now. They're winning. Their C notes is working. I mean, it is working. Luckily, you guys are still here. You guys are still here. And it just means we have to work harder, right? No, their trick is absolutely working. But they haven't defeated me yet. They definitely have not defeated me yet. Clear on your C notes. I mean, all you're doing is giving the ending mileage, man. You don't have to be all silly.
Tony Dalmeda 3 says show love 1 show love 1.
Thank you so
Stream
much.
Elements says Tony Dalmeda 3 just cheered 2 bits.
Thank you for the 2 bits. I appreciate you. I asked him how many people have died in your jail this week. He says, you know I can't talk about that, but it sounds like you already know the answer.
Texas Man the Legend says any answer other than 0 is the wrong answer.
Right, I agree. When I went in there the other night, that's why I moved in quick, so I could show you guys exactly where the cameras were that watch all the cells. And you guys saw the reaction. What did they do? What did they do the other night? Turned them off because they didn't want you guys to see where the cameras were, because I would be embarrassed. Like, if your mission is truly to protect and serve, they did nothing to protect and serve that guy. Nothing. The dispatchers were told, turn the cameras.
Michelle 210 says shut camera off.
Yeah, they were told to shut the cameras down if I came in, but I moved in too quick. Because I knew that they were not going to want me to show where those cameras were. I moved in and went directly for the cameras. I was too quick for them. You know, the one thing I can say about
Ryan 152,793 says John fast as fuck.
So, the one thing I can say about Freeport, if you listen to their radio traffic, they actually say every few minutes, every 15, 20 minutes, gel check secure. Like, they actually have someone go check the cells. I don't hear any of the other towns that do that. These guys are too busy shaking people down to go check on the cells, so. And they've already messed up with two things.
Texas Man the Legend says John moonwalked over there and got the shot.
They've already messed up on two things that I know of already. One, they told the family they just checked on him 30 minutes ago. Well, the Texas Jail Commission...
Brown _ 979 says cheer 1. Stream Elements says Brown _ 979 just cheered 1 bit.
Thank you. Well, the standard is 20 minutes, and they said they just checked on him 30 minutes ago. They waited the typical 5 hours to notify the family, then clean everything up, modify documents. They don't need the pesky family showing up early, and that's what they called at 9 o'clock, and they said they couldn't answer any questions. About 1 o'clock, they finally called them.
Tyson Gonzalez says dispatch looked down at C notes and John snuck in like a spider monkey and was one that monitor.
Yes, they turned it off quick.
Stream Elements says thank you for following Astral _ Cheeks.
Thank you so much for the follow.
Tiki Cat 1961 says that's disgusting.
Yep, it's the same, and it's a pattern because
Vegas _ local says what are the repercussions for not following the safe standard of fine?
Nothing.
Or do they get audited? Or they just get away with it?
They'll just get away with it.
Syop 1784 says 1 o'clock in the afternoon when he died at 9 a.m.
I think around 10.
Texas
I think around
Man
10.
the Legend says, do you think the open dispatcher position is related?
That's what I think. I mean, I'm only assuming. I don't know.
Stream Elements says thank you for following Robix _ to _ Quatracuranus.
So here's the thing, right? Remember when I said somebody put that in Discord? They put that dispatcher employment opportunity the exact same day. They didn't mention the guy dying in their jail. Is it related? Do I know? I have no clue. I don't know if it was related. It sure seems like it was related, though, doesn't it? When the dispatchers have the camera,
Melanie Syop 1784 says 10 a.m. and they didn't notify the family until 1 p.m.
Right. Oh, and it's worse because the family was trying to call and see how much they needed to bond him out at 9 a.m. Yeah, they were trying to call at 9 a.m. to see how much he needed. You have a lot of responsibility when you take a person's freedom away and put them in a cage. No, it's worse. The family was actively trying to bond him out, and they're like, oh, we can't answer any questions right now. It's really gross.
Melanie Syop 1784 says OMG, that's terrible. Claston 72 says neglect.
Is the dispatcher position, is it a coincidence? I don't know.
Quirkle 4 Catan says I fucking hate how corrupt his country is at every level. Sick shit. David 041873 says there should be a whole damn shift being replaced, not just the dispatcher. Tyson Gonzalez says I was going to ask if they fired the dispatcher or if they are adding to their kill squad.
I don't know. I don't know. Now they're literally trolling you guys by saying notes every 3 seconds, right? Like, and that's why you're saying, John, go to the other towns. Like, I just drove through Freeport. I actually felt a relief, a little sigh of relief when I drove through Freeport.
Tammy Hayes 811 says, did he go before a judge that morning?
I don't know. I don't know any of this stuff yet, guys. See, they're saying notes every 3 seconds to troll you guys, just so you know. They're doing that to troll you guys.
Melanie Syop 1784 says I really hope the family sues Clute Police Department.
Well, see, here's the thing. I didn't know at the time, right? Like, the clock starts ticking, and I was overcome by grief. I didn't know there was a ticking clock. I didn't know that footage would be deleted after 30 days, and...
Quirkle 4 Catan says fuck off pigs. David 041873 says fuck your notes, Clute.
Like, I actually felt a little sigh of relief being in Freeport just now. Like, why even be there? Why be there when this entire shift full of bad cops exists? Why be there? Why be any
Melanie Syop 1784 says, how did you find out about that guy dying?
The family contacted me that day, like within hours. Like, why be in Freeport? Why be in Lake Jackson? Why be anywhere else but Clute right now? I've even used a carrot and a stick. When they actually say the address, I don't even bother going. Like, when they say I'm at 700 Main Street or whatever, I've told them I'm probably not going to stop at that stop. I'm looking for the ones hiding their location.
Melanie Syop 1784 says, oh shitty, I wonder how they knew how to get a hold of you.
Because I've been doing the same type of work in my community night after night after night for the last 6 or 7 years.
David 041873 says you should be there so it gets out how bad they are. Claston 72 says Clute is so corrupted. Brown _979 says cheer 1 cheer 1 cheer 1.
Thank you so much.
Stream Elements says Brown _979 just cheered 3 bits.
Yeah, and I actually, here's my best advice, because I remember I went on social...
AdLexabaker.77 says hello everyone.
Hello. I remember going on social media after Victoria died and seeing all the mean, evil...
Purple 4 Catan says not just Clute. Literally every police department in this country is corrupted.
Right.
Mets 12 says when did this happen, John?
Monday. I remember going on social media and reading the horrible comments. Oh, save the state some money. People were celebrating the fact that Victoria was dead in the comments. And you evil fuckers, that's what created me. I just want you guys to know, you evil fuckers in the comments that were celebrating the fact that my child was dead, you're the motherfuckers that created me. Just so you know.
Quirkle 4 Catan says that's so fucking disgusting. David 041873 says national news should be notified.
They don't care, guys. We are the media. The Main
Tammy
Street.
Hayes 811 says Coop needs to go rotate on their fence for a.
Yeah,
Mets 12 says we are thankful for you, John, and all you do.
but those people in the comments that were celebrating, we saved the state some money. She should have just obeyed.
At LexaBaker.77 says SMH.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. All them motherfuckers, that's what created me. And you're horrible people. Sorry for cussing, guys. It's late. The kids should be in bed. That's what created me, though.
Corkle4 Catan says cuss away. Fuck pigs. DJ Bright Light says talk your shit, John. Melanie Syop 1784 says can you go to the very top, whoever is in charge of the police?
It doesn't matter.
Claston 72 says John, you're entitled to vent. At LexaBaker.77 says that's the evil mentality this country has gotten to.
Isn't it horrible?
Tyson Gonzalez says that's horrible, John, I'm so sorry for those dumbass people.
And I
At
saw
LexaBaker.77 says mentality.
It's like the do they not know, like, let's take them at their word. The people that pass away in jail, they still have family. They're gonna read those nasty fucking comments you leave on those videos. And it's gonna destroy them.
TikiCat1961 says you can go all the way to the very top. They're all fucking corrupt.
Yeah, it's just them watching them, guys. It's just them watching them. And then they'll do something like, the Texas Rangers are investigating, and it's just them too. The Texas Rangers are nothing but them. There's no outside. There's nobody from the outside looking in. I'm the only person from the outside looking in my little area. In my little area, I'm the person that's looking from the outside in.
Take the Mary Hall. Returns to 2002 Volkswagen, silver in color, no 29.
At LexaBaker.77 says how many innocent people have died in multiple ways just because of that type of mentality. Humans need to do better.
Right, and nobody cares because they're just happy that the police are destroying people they don't like.
Claston72 says, John, we appreciate what you do.
They're just happy that people are destroying people they don't like.
Exploration shows.
Like this poor guy was driving down the road, they ran his plates. They chased him around for miles. They've probably already shaken him down night after night after night after night. Right? It was a known person to them. That's why it was so easy to find
Backseat
him.
Rider RN says, why did this person die? Tammy Hayes 811 says, is anyone frozen besides me?
I hope you're not frozen. We got our lemonade.
Claston72 says, in good here. Claston72 says, it's good here. Vegas_local says 1.
Yeah, some guy tonight was... Remember the video? The video where the cop was speeding in the school zone? Me and Justin stopped him. And they're like, you finally got what you deserved. You did the walk of shame. Here's the thing, right? Like, I'm literally smiling that entire video. You know why I was smiling? Because I knew we were in the right. I knew we had the evidence he was speeding in the school zone. And he acted like an ass. So anyway, the guy was in there. I think you're lying. So I went back and forth with him a few times, and he goes, I think you're a liar. I said, I don't care if you think I'm a liar. I really don't. I really don't. I'm not going to spend any more energy trying to convince you, because you've already decided that the funny guys in the clown costumes are always the heroes.
Tyson Gonzalez says, let it be one of their family members and they would be singing another tune, probably singing a completely different song.
Absolutely.
Jeremy Hart Sr.
Matt, you hear that, guys? Check Jeremy Hart Sr. They're literally just doing that to fuck with me and get that on the stream. And fuck with you guys. You guys remember when they spent a whole month checking down this, shaking down this guy everywhere he went?
Jeremy Hart Sr.
You guys remember the name? They're fucking with you is what they're doing.
No 29.
Who remembers the whole month of check Hart Sr.? Who remembers that? And the dispatcher said he's clear.
Lenadement says yes.
There they go. That's for you guys, just so you know.
At Lexabaker.77 says harassment.
Yes, and that's what I say.
Claston72 says yay. TikiCat1961 says yup.
Yeah, that's the fuck with you guys. And me. I mean, this is what they do here. They just run random people after they've done shaking them down. They're not running through your streets, making sure nobody's breaking in your damn windows. That's not what they're doing. They're going after low...
They're
going after... Hold on. They're going after low-hanging fruit like cowards. Low-hanging fruit.
Roger 4, have you listening for Northfield?
Meanwhile, how many crimes are left unsolved? Actual crimes with actual victims. How many crimes are left unsolved while these guys run around looking for fucking headlights and taillights out and shaking people down?
150-666-127.
How many crimes are actually unsolved?
127. What about minutes out?
At Lexabaker.77 says they do it in our town too. We have some that are soon to be jobless. Quirkle4 Catan says exactly.
This is low hanging.
David 041873 says it's this corruption on this shift. At Kevin Bondi 01 says don't they have an internal affairs department?
That's nothing, guys. That's internal. Look at the key word there, internal. They're going to justify basically anything they do. They're going to justify absolutely everything. Look at that cloud hanging over us. I think that looks kind of cool.
Quirkle4 Catan says they solve less than 3% of all crime or prevent. Fuck cops. Waste of money.
Yes. That cop's sitting around watching the stream right now. I said Jeremy Hart Sr. I said it. I said it on the scanner.
David 041873 says, do you all have constables?
We do. You know, at least the sheriff and constables, we can vote out if we don't like their asses. Municipal police say answer to nobody.
At Lexabaker.77 says you almost have to always get an attorney involved and file a civil suit for a real investigation to happen.
Yeah, they think that's funny, running that guy, just so they can get on the stream.
David 041873 says report them to them and he has to report it to the feds. At Lexabaker.77 says which most people can't afford cause you have to use an out-of-town attorney to take a car like that.
Right. Guys, you understand. I just want to make this pretty clear. Like, if you subscribe to me or send me a few bits every night because you think, oh, we're gonna make change. Guys, I don't think change is possible. The only
Melanie
thing,
Syep 1784 says, can Justin look into the situation?
the only thing we can do is save one person at a time when our camera's there. They're less likely to beat them up and shoot them when I'm standing there. And that's all we're accomplishing. That's
David
it.
041873 says he is elected official.
That's all we're accomplishing, because my inbox proves that nothing is fucking changing. Nothing is changing.
At LexaBaker.77 says only thing you can attempt to do is educate people.
That's it. And maybe one day, maybe, until the hearts and minds...
ChikiCat1961 says it's a lot to that person.
Yep. Until we change the hearts and minds of the people, nothing is going to change. But most of the people are the win stupid prizes, play stupid games, win stupid prizes people.
Mets12 says sad times we live in.
Should have just
At
obeyed.
LexaBaker.77 says yes bug. Melanie Syep 1784 says, can Justin look into the situation?
I'm looking into it. We're getting it. We're getting there, guys. And I've also working with the family, so they don't.
DJ Bright Light says, hate that cliche law.
Yeah, I do too. I can't stand it. I absolutely can't stand it. So here's the thing. I'm just gonna make sure that they don't. I wasted a lot of time. I was just trapped in grief and did nothing. Almost destroying myself. Spent every night drinking.
ChikiCat1961 says, I'm hoping the situation in love shooting independent journalist on the street isn't gonna start being a thing. At KevinBonby01 says, God bless you for saving one at a time.
That's all we can
Senor
do,
Dasher
guys.
_OTR says, I'm headed to bed.
Good night, Dasher.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Dasher. Thank you so much for being here, man. Yeah, Dasher has to start getting some more. You got to start getting a new routine for Monday. You got to start getting in a new routine. Although you're probably pretty much one of the hardest working people I know, so it's probably going to not be very hard for you.
Tyson Gonzalez says, good night, Dasher.
So it may not be hard for you, but I think I watch cops a lot. You're always working. It may not be.
At LexaBaker.77 says, I wish more retired attorneys would get more involved to help, but they know how corrupt it is and the repercussions that can follow.
Yes. Yeah, anytime.
That complainant doesn't have water. Do you have traffic? It was a third-party call.
07, what is that call?
Complainant out with the original complainant.
Sorry.
07, could be a recall back at 711 Shady Lane. They're advising that complainant doesn't have water. It was a third-party call.
Complainant doesn't have water.
It's going to be a new complainant out with the original
Senor
complainant.
Dasher _OTR says, I'm up at 7 a.m. every day, so not much of a change. But now I'm not on my own terms law.
There you go.
Lenaidman says Dasher got a new job.
Yeah, he starts Monday. He starts Monday. I need to message you and ask you about it. Obviously,
David 041873 says, you're a journalist in California.
Yep.
Roger 6, I only have one security shutdown on pad 2 and no other reported med center traffic at this time.
Ooh, the scanner's dying. I gotta charge it in. Or plug it in. He said, it sounds like you already know the answer.
Sorry, I'm with this.
Christian 2, I want to see you.
Mets12 says, what did you eat good tonight?
Why can't I remember?
Sorry, I'm with this.
Oh, I had Sonic. Pam got home From picking the kids up at school, and I said, hey, don't even get out of the car. Let's just go get something to eat.
Bubba the big truck guy says Dasher is gonna have to change his name now, law.
No, he says he's still gonna be dashing around. And I don't doubt that either. I don't doubt that at all. All right, the scanner's charging now.
Six is on one.
Mets 12 says, oh, that sounds good, lol. Other than our Sonic had a fent case and they shut my Sonic down because of it.
Hey.
Melanie Syop 1784 says, how many cells are in the Clute jail?
I don't even know. I've never been in that jail before. I have some jail footage from a while back they accidentally turned over to me, so.
David 809 Houston. I attached some footstick to my call. Do not confirm. Just let me know where they're out of, please.
Yeah, they accidentally turned over some jail footage before. Because they were trying to hide something else, they just threw in a bunch of jail footage. The ironic part is that I actually got the video of what I wanted by going to the through the federal courthouse. They lost that lawsuit, had to pay. They beat up some people and went in their house without a warrant. The lady got pretty hurt.
Attention West Drive with DMS. Attention West Drive with DMS. You are needed at 1901 Pecan Lane in Lake Jackson. 1901 Pecan Lane in Lake Jackson. For an 81-year-old male with UTI, he's pale, breathing hard, and elevated blood pressure. Caller space to go to the garage.
Mets 12 says, never test John M.F. Gray.
Hey, sometimes I do, sometimes I lose. I lose sometimes. 218 C notes. I said C notes on the scanner.
Patient 12, 106. Registration return.
Vegas_local says, I was late tonight. Did you get a chance to look into the La streamer who that got shot? I'm hoping he has a case.
I was looking for the video. I could not remember the guy's name.
Nora 4675 returns to a 2024 Volkswagen.
Vegas, can you send me either the guy's...
Stream Element says, thank you for following the Big Bill 2022.
The Big Bill, thank you so much. Can you send me either the streamer's name or a clip to watch?
Vegas_local says it's Richard.
It's Richard? I'm never going to remember it. I'm going to forget it again. I went looking for it today and couldn't find it.
Vegas_local says, I'll send you in Discord.
Thank you.
David 041873 says Richard La. Lenadman says Richard 123.
Gotcha. I could not remember it. Richard 123. I might be able to remember that. Richard 123.
Claston 72 says, good night, John.
Good night,
See you
Claston.
next time, sir.
See you next time,
Mets
Claston.
12
Thank
says
you.
9 out of 10 times you win.
9 out of 10 times? That's, I don't know
David
about that.
041873 says they set him up.
Guys, what we do is anytime that you challenge the government,
Cheeky
it's
Cat
dangerous.
1961 says he's supposed to see a judge in the morning. He talked to his attorney by phone, but they won't let his family see him.
Anytime you challenge the government, it's dangerous. We have fun here every night. Just keep in mind, it's dangerous.
At LexaBaker.77 says lol 67% of the time it works every time. TikiCat1961 says I have followed Richard for a long time. He's very calm and takes reporting seriously.
Two stand-ins that are going to be out of Harris County Precinct 4. 447.
Do you lock it down? Handcuffs will take off in 0045 hours. Bell's turned over to juvenile on the road back to city.
They just got that guy turned over to juvenile.
927-6114.
Info.
Melanie Syop 1784 says the guy on the bike. A Murph says 30.
Yeah. Yes, the guy on the bike.
At 4 departed for
A Murph says 0.
3 aboard, 2 plus 17 if you have 72. Roger 4, heavy lifting
A
for
Murph
West
says 7.
D20 28.
220 running 28.
Victor North John 2052, Victor North John 2022.
A Murph says yo John how long you fin be live for?
I'm not sure.
D20 28.
Back to 2016 East on the road, returning July 26th, Jet London, Thomas out of the city.
Victor North John 2052, Victor North John 2022. Yeah.
T20 comes back to 2015 East on the road, returning July 26th, Jet London, Thomas out of the city. It's clear.
They're clear.
Yeah.
I think that's this guy up here, by the way.
Region 12, 108, Alberto Cruz Menu, no 29.
A Murph says do you get money for people going back and watching old streams?
YouTube, yes. Yeah, if you do it on YouTube, yes. And Facebook.
917.
Your road sharing engine 1 in
A
route.
Murph says kick.
Kick, no.
That's correct.
Region 2, 809, check your status.
No, kick, I don't. Yeah, watch them on YouTube.
Okay.
Or Facebook.
Mets12 says that is the best thing YouTube has, that is it law.
I'm not sure if I get paid on Twitch for when they watch VODs. I've never been able to determine it.
Region 2 out of 106. 2 out of 106, what was your disposition on your last call?
I do not know at all.
Left light. Fix control.
Okay, call 6.
I was waiting for you to talk to that inbound aircraft. He's short final landing here at Herman.
Alright.
Mets 12 says, when is your next concert, John?
Too soon, too soon. I guess the next time I take a night off and drink a few cold ones. Which hasn't happened in a long time, so I doubt it
This will
happens
be lifted
again.
for South Base 304 with 1 plus 30612.
At Lexabaker.77 says, I got Youngblood tickets today. Mets 12 says, word on the street, the concert is sold out.
You guys, I don't know if you can see it, but you see that guy crossing the road right there? Him and his puppy. And Clute just running around speeding down this road with no lights on. Around one more time.
Hispanic male. Cada uno de los people of that expression, description on the subject.
At Lexabaker.77 says he's so good.
Good.
Engine 1 on scene, plane visible from the road.
Clear.
Chrissy, you're trying to get over to that 107.
I guess we need to go and record during the day, because some of our recording could be limited by rain this week. I am a spoiled activist. If it's 72 degrees and sunny outside, your rights are
12
violated,
says John,
I'll be
you
there.
doing no shave November.
Probably not. I look funny when I don't shave. It just grows out in little splotches all over the place.
Melanie Syop 1784 says you should stream during the day and then at night too.
Yeah, as it gets cooler, yes, it's completely going to be what we do, because my equipment won't overheat then. That's why I became a nighttime streamer, because my shit doesn't overheat. But now it's going to be getting cooler, so we won't have that problem. Only other problem is no one watches me during the day when I stream. Everybody's so used to me streaming at night.
Murph says I sleep with your mixed streams playing.
Oh, thank you.
Mets12 says what is the coldest it usually gets in Texas?
Sometimes freezing.
Vegas_local says I watch you all hours, I'm sober and awake LOL. Murph
you.
says BC, it allows my phone to be locked. Melanie Syop 1784 says you might actually have good cops during the day.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to work some days during this week when it's not raining. It's yellow, it's yellow.
Melanie Syop 1784 says cause we all know cops are scared of rain.
That's right.
Stream Elements says Hey Jack just rated the channel with 24 viewers.
Hey Jack, thank you so much. Shout out to Hey Jack.
Vegas_local says I sent 3 different videos in Discord so you have the information. Do a deep dive. Reports are very conflicting by people that were there and knew him versus what was reported.
Yeah, somebody.
At Kevin Bondi01 says how many cars do you think Clute has out on this shift?
I'm not sure.
Mets12 says allergy, it was yellow.
Well, heck, I was just going to end the stream and now we got 24 new viewers. Thank you, Hey Jack, for the raid.
Vegas_local says W Hayjacked.
Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Shout out. Hold on, let's see.
MS Girl 82 says good night everyone.
Oh, let me see. Let me do it from the... Let me shout out Hey Jack so you guys give him a follow.
Mets12 says did you give up on your printer?
No, it's still a work in progress.
Mets 12 says in your car.
Nope, it's still a work in progress.
At Lexabaker.77 says Texas weather is the most unpredictable. Farmer's Almanac is the only thing that gets it right.
Doesn't. You were chasing water pirates? Let's see if I can... Hey Jack, I'm trying to shout you out. I'm just too dumb to do it. Oh well, pretend I shout out, hey Jack. I can't figure out how to do it. Guys, give him a follow.
A Murph says 6'7".
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for all the bits, the subscriptions, and the raid. We got a raid. We got a super chat. People watching over on Kick, thank you so much. We will see you guys tomorrow, probably during the day. Make sure you watch the website and for notifications. We're going to have to do some extra streaming because I get the feeling this weekend's going to be a washout. So we'll see you guys later. Thank you. Takes me a second to end the stream.